What up, guys? We are live, starting casually late as always. We're just waiting on the third girl. She's going to be here in a minute, but we figured we wouldn't keep you guys waiting for too long and get started. So we got a pretty epic lineup today. We got Eden Lee. And we
Hello.
also got Minka from Better Biatches. So you guys might recognize her from the stream we did last week. It was a good time. So we're right now I'm streaming from Natty's place. I finally decided to let her out of the basement and commandeer her apartment. So she's on the street right now. I'm commandeering her place. But yeah, cool. So we're doing a speed dating stream. You guys all know the rules. I think Minka, you've never done one of these, right?
No, I don't know the rules.
Okay, well.
Shit.
The rules are basically. Oh, there she is. Perfect timing.
Oh.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, I downloaded Chrome.
How did you not have Chrome?
I haven't opened my laptop since I graduated college.
Oh, damn. Okay. But yeah, you came at the right time. I was just explaining the rules. So basically, yeah. So guys, the way it works is that I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. You can come on and go on a speed date with either 1, 2, or 3 of the girls, right? If you're feeling brave. And then the speed date lasts between 4 and 6 minutes, depending on how entertaining or boring it is. And then afterwards, we're gonna give you guys feedback and help you guys improve your talking skills, your game, and all that jazz. And at the very end, I think one little plot twist to start doing is we're gonna have the girls vote on their favorite person, so who they think had the best game and why. Also, Duke is gonna come on in 20 minutes and he's gonna spit his game, so that should be fun because I always said I think Duke has some really solid game. All right, the link is dropped. But yeah, so that's basically the gist of it. So yeah, guys, make sure you don't dilly-dally too long because the chat gets full. Do you want to start off with doing a quick introduction? Eden, you're a regular, so everyone knows who you are, but let's go with you, Minka, and you, Diana.
Oh, my name is Minka. I have a show called Better Biatches, and I think that's about it. Just come check me out. Pretty neutral.
Cool.
I'm Diana. I don't have any shows. I don't really got any talent either, but yeah, that's really it. I got a dog.
All right. Well, everyone, that's one thing all of us have in common. We all have dogs.
Oh, yeah, dog people.
What do you do for work, Diana?
I'm a senior sales representative for the company I work for.
Cool. All right, cool. All right, we got a whole bunch of guys backstage, so let's get the party started. Oh man, it's already filling up. Look at this. Yeah, guys, don't wait too long. All right, cool. Hello. You're gonna have to turn the lights on, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I think we know him. Hello.
Do we?
Hey, go.
Abby.
Oh, you guys know each other. Cool. Good.
You went on a date with me last time.
Oh, okay. All right.
On me. You have to make up for it now.
In the interest of a challenge, you're gonna pick someone. You're gonna have to pick either Minka or Diana.
I was gonna say she won.
Or you can do both. Yeah. What are you thinking?
I'll go with Diana. I like her.
Diana. Okay. All right, cool. So I'm gonna take me and Minka and Eden off stage for 4 to 5 minutes.
Hello.
How are you? I like your necklace thing, beaded.
Oh, thanks.
Looks like you're a princess of somewhere.
Where are you calling me from? I guess calling.
Where
are you coming from?
What do you mean by that? Like where I am right now?
Yeah, where are you?
I'm at my home.
Oh, you're at home? Like in what state?
Which city you said?
Where are you?
I'm in Alabama. How are you?
Oh, no.
Where are you from?
I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, but I'm from New Jersey. So a lot of people usually hang up by now. But no, I've been in Myrtle Beach for around 7 years now.
Never heard of that. But I want to go to like New York and all those places. They look fun.
Yeah, I was born and raised on the Jersey Shore. So, I mean, it was definitely a cultural change, like coming to the South. But hopefully I'm not here for too long.
Well, you're here right now. Let's make your time best out of it.
So what do you do?
I am a scientist.
Oh.
Yeah. How about you?
Me, I'm a sales representative. So scientist. So I'll do this.
So I'll give you some of my medicines or like the products we make. Then you go ahead and sell them. Then we'll make a business out of it.
Oh, so you're smart.
Yeah.
So did you go to University of Alabama?
Not the one in Tuscaloosa, but in Birmingham.
Okay. What year did you
The one in
graduate?
Tuscaloosa is what?
What year did you graduate?
I graduated last year.
Last year? Master's? Oh no, did you get a
Masters, yeah.
yes, master's. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think my degree was?
You do sales and right? So
I did not use my degree.
you did not use a degree,
Oh no.
just your looks.
I guess that's the only thing that's working for me right now. But
Right, nah, that's too shallow, girl. You gotta
no,
give
I'm just
something-
kidding.
Yeah, give me something more. I need to know about your personality.
Yeah, I was an intelligence and national security degree.
Oh.
So did not use that, but maybe one day. But I did. I worked for criminal law and everything. So
Oh,
yeah, my parents were not really happy with me when I didn't use my degree.
cool. I feel
But they're not too mad anymore because I think I do pretty well. So I mean, I remember when I first got my job, my dad's like, literally, you didn't have to go to college for that job. You just went into so much debt for no reason now. And I'm like,
yeah.
at least it was a good time.
I think you made up for it right now. Like after you getting enough paid and all that, right?
Yeah, I like my job. All I do is like talk to people all day. And
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
you're not so bad at it. You're good. You're doing good.
yeah, I was a little nervous coming on here because I was like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
This is your first time.
Yeah, I used to do TikToks. I used to bartend at a college bar, and I really just made fun of the freshmen like who came in. So I made a TikTok out of that, and it blew up a little bit, not really, but
Yeah.
since I quit bartending, that was the end of that.
All right, you lovebirds.
5 minutes. Oh.
Yeah, 5 minutes flies. All right, so I always do it like this. Deanna, I'm going to ask you questions and be brutally honest. Would you, if you were in the same city as Abby, go on a second date with him?
The second, what do you mean? Like if I was in the same city, would I, or what would I do?
Would you go on like a real date with him?
I don't know, just because I love being alone, and I'm just the weird outcast person that I don't like making plans with people because I'm constantly like, oh, I'll make plans with someone, and then I'm like, oh my God, I made plans with somebody. I'm like, I have to do this. I feel like I have to force myself to go out sometimes when I really don't want to. So I'm like the person that likes to go out and maybe meet somebody, but I hate making plans with people. So probably like, no, but I do like him as a person.
But Deanna, let's be real. If it was like Leonardo DiCaprio, you'd be like, fuck yeah, Friday night, let's lock it in.
I guess.
But no, it's good. We want good honest feedback. So let's kick it off to the ladies. What do you think that Abby did well, and what do you think he could have done better?
Do you want to go first, Eden?
Sure. Don't look at me like that. I know you're like, oh fuck, not her. Okay, you guys know that I'm brutally honest and I tell it like it is. So it's nothing personal, right? Nothing personal. I think it's the same thing as last time. There's so much interruption too that it was like you didn't seem like you actually cared about her responses. And you're so lucky because she was elaborating and talking, and like you're a wonderful person to go on a date with, Diana. Like truthfully, because you kept talking, you kept it interesting, and he didn't really have to do much work. You didn't elaborate much. So I think that you need to elaborate when you say like, where am I? I'm at home. Like you obviously knew what she was trying to say. Like, where are you from? You know, like pick up on those things. I think that your business comment was really cute and could have gone somewhere if you gave it more time to play out. When you said, oh, we should start a business, scientist, and you're the sales rep, like that could have been cute. I think that's like future projections, slightly flirty, but not aggressively flirty. So that was a big thumbs up. And yeah, I just think she was doing the guiding and you were kind of like, cool, great. Cool, great. Like, you know, we want to hear from you. You should get in there and try to dominate the conversation as well and guide and show that you can do that. So that's my 2 cents.
More leading also, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
But not interrupting. Okay. Like let her finish her sentence and then listen to what she says, pick up on what she's saying, and then try and create a conversation off of that.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Minka?
Eden, I love your constructive criticism.
Thank you.
No, because
I do.
Yeah, I saw the same things, and it was just like she was leading as opposed to the man leading, and it didn't seem like you were even interested. Like I'll tell you if that was me, I wouldn't have even continued talking to you. just because it seems so, it's kind of like if I was a girl and you were trying to ask me out and I was like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. It's very like, and I don't know what the background is, if you were nervous or you just didn't like her, or we can't tell. So it comes off that way.
Do you have any?
Kind of nervous, a little bit, not so much.
Huh?
I was a little bit nervous, not too much.
I think it'll be just practice.
Just the right amount of nervous. Do you have anything to add to that, Deanna?
I just do this for a living, so I usually have to like, you know, keep a conversation going. So that's kind of how I felt like, where I'm like, okay, now I need to keep spinning and spinning, have a conversation, keep going until I can find like an in. That was the best way to put it.
Yeah.
So very nice.
Sales is definitely showing. You're good.
Yeah, I worked in sales for 6 years too. Definitely like gets you really good at bullshitting. Okay, so here's my feedback. I do think you're actually getting better. At the very least, you're not like pacing around at work, so that's a step up. You know, I think you started off pretty good. You know, I like that. I like your necklace. You look like a princess. Like that's pretty funny. You know, but I think then it kind of went a little bit downhill when you got confused where she was asking where you're from. I don't know if you were like kind of just trolling her a little bit, or you didn't know what she was talking about. But like, I think it was like it felt like a miscommunication error. She's like, yeah, no, like where do you live? You're like, what am I doing? And yeah, I do agree with the feedback that Eden and Minka gave, that it did lack leading a little bit. Like you don't have to lead 100% of the time, but it felt like she was leading like 70, 80% of the time, where it's just I like to go for more the upside where I'm leading like 60, 70% of the time. So yeah, that would be my feedback. Also, you know, it didn't really have any strong like sexual tension or you know, like flirting. It felt more of like I don't know, like a friendly conversation. Now, to be fair, you were the first person up, and you had limited time, but yeah, that would be my feedback as well.
I'll improve on those things, guys. I'll try it again.
Cool, awesome. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
You got this.
Have a good night.
Bye.
All right, let's bring on our favorite person ever, Greg.
Hey,
What's up, buddy?
what's going on, guys?
So who are you thinking of going on a date with?
I'm thinking Diana.
Deanna. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to do two girls?
No, not for today.
You're not ready for
Maybe
that?
next time.
Next time. I'll take me, Minka, and Eden off, and you got 4 to 5 minutes. Let's see how you do.
Sounds like a plan. How you doing?
Hi, Russian Poppy.
Oh, say that again. I kind of like the way you said it.
Russian Poppy.
Ooh, okay. I like the fire. How you doing?
Oh, wait, are you coming from New York?
Take another guess.
Is it Jersey?
Close. You're very, very close.
Boston.
Nah, Philly.
Okay, I was all off. Okay.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Okay, the Jersey Shore. So if you ever been by like Belmar Beach, Howell, Point
Oh, okay.
Pleasant.
So right,
yeah.
Belmar, Ocean City, kind of like that whole place, right?
Yeah, not Ocean City, but yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, well, you said Belmar, so going yonder. Gotcha.
Atlantic City, I'm probably around like 40 minutes over there.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know Atlantic City. That's like almost 2 hours away from me, but not too bad. So you're a beach type of girl, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've only lived on the beach, and that's probably where I'm heading. I want to go down to Florida eventually.
Yeah.
So
Florida's pretty cool. You got palm trees, you got crazy people, you got alligators, you know, got some nice bars over there too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm crazy. I could fit in with everybody else.
Oh, I'm pretty crazy too. You just wait.
Really? How crazy?
How do you think?
I don't know. I'm just like looking in the background. I see some nice flowers and everything. It looks kind of like home cozy. I don't see anything crazy about it, but
that's Russian style right there. Everybody knows me for my legendary plates.
Russian.
You'll find out a little bit more when we go on a real romantic date.
A real romantic. Where do you want to take me? I got to hear about this.
Where do I want to take you?
Yeah.
Well, you seem like a... Hold up. I got to think about this a little bit. You seem like a sushi type of girl.
Never had sushi in my life.
What? Really?
Yeah, I'm really picky.
Oh, we have a picky eater. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to be this picky when we're on our date?
Probably. But I do like wine, so you could take me wine tasting.
Yeah? Ooh. Why don't you take me wine tasting?
I guess I can.
I do sushi. You do the wine.
I don't know about the sushi. That you got to get me to like. We're on like page one. You're on page like 100 right now.
Yeah.
That's
Well, you're not ready to lose your sushi virginity just yet. You're thinking about it.
You got to
a little
be special.
intimidated, right? Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm just kidding.
You seem a little bit scared, but it's okay. I'll hold your hand.
Hold my hand.
I won't let the evil sushi chefs get to you.
I'm scared for it.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? Okay, there we go. We're back.
We're still back. Okay.
We had a moment there. It just like got frozen. So wine
I
tasting.
do like food. I like going to get food.
Mm-hmm. You like food?
I like food, and I like doing something cool that's like out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Like even if it's going to like a city or.
Yeah.
I don't like clubs. I'll tell you on the first one. I'm like,
Perfect.
I like to sit down, listen to live music.
You're not.
I don't
club
like when
type of
people
girl.
are rubbing on me.
Yeah, you don't want. So if I took you to a club, you'd be like, "Get me the hell out of here."
Honestly, I went to a club in Miami last year, and it was the first time in a long time. Because I'm from Myrtle Beach. There's nothing over here to do besides live music, maybe country music. And I don't even like country, but I go and I know all the songs. But I like sitting, maybe having like a drink and.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Yeah. No, that's cool. We're gonna have like a romantic walk on the beach. We're gonna go wine tasting. But the real deciding factor is, what's your favorite wine? I gotta know about that.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's your top choice.
Top choice.
Yeah. That's cool. Rosé's pretty good too. I feel like that's a good runner-up.
All right. Time flies. All right. So, Diana, same question as last time. Would you, if you were in the same city with Russian Poppy, i.e. Greg, go on a second date with him?
Y'all killing me. I don't.
We're killing her.
Probably not, just because like I can't explain it. Like, you know, when you have like that one person, like they keep like giving you that pull, like, oh, I really want to go out with him. I just like wasn't getting it. That's the best way to put it. But you're a great Russian Poppy.
Do you feel like he was like trying too hard? Is that kind of what you're saying, or?
I felt like he was just trying to find something to, you know, like be funny, or, you know, like the sushi chef thing. I was like, it was cute, but like, you know, it was like a little trying, digging.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
You felt like it was like a little pose or like fake, right? Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah, you know, and especially when someone like comes out like, I know you're from Philly, but you sound like New York. You're like, I asked you to speak Russian. You're like, come find out.
She got intimidated with the come find out. I got you.
But no, like good come find out is good when it comes to, I think, to other conversations where it was kind of like a, you know, a normal conversation. Like, hey, you speak Russian?
Fair enough.
Fair enough. All right, Eden, Minka, what are your thoughts?
I thought I'm kind of picking up what you were saying about it. It was just a little too aggressive. I like to focus on energy during these things because it was just because you weren't saying anything aggressive. You weren't, I mean, kind of just a couple of things, but you were also letting her finish all her sentences. You were also like nodding and intently hearing, but it's the energy of like, I want to take you home right away.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's the best way that I could explain it. That energy still comes out, if that makes sense. So maybe just calm down that energy and it'll come out more naturally. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a little bit more relaxed would be better. Just to tell you, it's the opposite of the other guy.
Interesting take. Okay.
What do you think, Eden?
I'm gonna have to disagree with both girls to a degree. I love the banter, Greg. I remember you from last time. I think that you've really improved. I think that you kind of when you step into your personality, and here it might not be for every woman. Okay, that's the thing. That's what you have to understand, right? It might not be for any of the girls here. However, the banter really showcased your personality. You were playing on the Russian thing because it's something that people know about. You've got the Russian plates in the background. Couldn't get more obvious than that. You could play on that. That was fun. That was whatever. I'm Russian myself, so maybe I just understand that. I found that, you know, what I do agree with the two other girls is the fact that there was a moment where you went from being authentically you to being like, come find out, or you do the wine. Why don't you take me out wine tasting? And that shift, and
Okay.
here, this is good for you to hear, right, from other people, because
no, I got you.
Although you want to lead and you want to be that like masculine man or whatever, to me that actually made her feel more uncomfortable because she wasn't ready for that in that moment, right? You said the sushi thing, then you kind of she brought up the wine, and then you kind of were like, okay, I'm going to take you on a date that you don't want to go on. Why don't you bring the wine, or why don't you take me out? It was just too much negatives going on all at once,
right,
that I felt like you kind of blew your shot there. And you could have taken more charge with creating the date. So she doesn't like sushi. All right, no problem. I'm an easygoing guy. All right. Do you like Italian? Like, you could have been more interested in the fact that she didn't care for the sushi and picked up on that and been a little bit more mindful. When you show a woman that you listen to her and you're mindful and tailor the conversation to that, it goes a lot longer and farther than what it was. But I think overall, I like your personality, your energy, your banter. Keep it up. The right person will be interested.
I also want to actually add one more thing, because I just realized you made it pretty far when I was on The Bachelorette, and I'm realizing because it's a type of female, right? So I feel like I'm way more aggressive, and your lines worked way better on me. Like, Jesus, he's like telling me everything I want to hear. Whereas Diana, I feel like, is, even though you're sharp and everything, like, you're also a lot sweeter. And it just feels like maybe that's why the energy is like, with me, it might have worked better. Whereas with Diana, maybe the softer approach was better. I think it always pay attention to the kind of female that you're talking to.
Yeah, and you like the sexy cop outfit, don't lie. We know
that part.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what Ian was saying. Like, you're not gonna vibe with like every girl. Like, even me, just some girls just think I'm super lame. Like, they don't find me funny at all. Like, how's that possible? I'm the funniest person ever. But some girls are just like, okay, I gotta go. So there's definitely that element of compatibility. So you can't like all.
No, I agree.
You can't even win like 50%. It's like you're only gonna be compatible with like a small percentage of people.
That's true.
Really. Yeah, I mean, I think what Deanna was getting at, correct me if I'm wrong, is it didn't feel fully authentic to her. It felt like maybe you were putting on a little bit of a shtick, which to some extent, I think a lot of us do. I do too, to some extent. And some girls respond good to that kind of like cocky, funny type of energy, bravado. And some girls want like a genuine approach. And I guess we'll kind of see as the show goes on, which guys Deanna responds the best to and which doesn't. But yeah, it's kind of like my take on that.
It's crazy because I actually try to like slow it down and not be, because people are like, oh, you're too high energy, and I try to like dial it back. And I guess you can't just like shake your personality. Like, I can't ungregify myself, if that makes sense. It's like a weird way to say it, but.
And here's the thing, like, some people will appreciate that energy and it'll make them feel more comfortable to step into their own personality. But it's not for everybody. And so you just knowing that rejection is redirection.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Just, and you're handling it well, Greg. And I think that like you have a special personality. So don't stop that,
Hey, I got you. No, I appreciate the advice.
Truthfully.
That's some good stuff. OG shit.
Cool.
That's what I wanted to compare it, because I'm like, wait a second. He's like good. He's not terrible. He's not doing anything really wrong.
Yeah, it's just, it happens,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
cool. All right. Awesome. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate you.
Good stuff. Take care, guys.
Good night. All right. Let's bring on the next person. Isaiah, you got to turn your camera on. So we're going to skip you a second. And sorry. Isaiah just turned his camera on. Wait, hang on, Brian. I'll put you on next. Yep.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
Hello.
Hi.
All right. You got to pick either Minka or Eden, because I want to make sure everyone gets a turn.
I guess I'll pick Eden.
Eden. All right, cool. So me, Deanna, and Minka will take yourselves off. Let's see what you got. 1 second.
How's it going? Nice to meet you, Eden.
Nice to meet you too. How are you?
Doing well. Just sitting here in a nice, cozy Charlotte, North Carolina. Where are you at?
Oh, very nice. I'm from Toronto, actually.
Nice. What's types of trouble you getting into Toronto?
No trouble. I'm just staying in, working this weekend, spending time with my dog, possibly seeing some family, the usual. I don't get into trouble.
All right. So what type of dog do you have?
A Maltese Pom. She's a small little 7-pound fluff. She's so cute. Do you have any dogs?
So really funny story about that. So I always wanted a dog growing up, like so crazy bad. But my mom told me that I was allergic. And I want to say it was about a year and a half ago, it occurred to me that I had never been medically tested for having any type of pet allergies. It was just something my mom told me. But, you know, she said, you're allergic to dogs, you know, like you can't have them. And my old roommates, when I moved in with them, one of them had a dog, and I was kind of concerned, like, oh, this probably isn't going to work out. I'm going to be sniffling and sneezing. But then I thought, hey, let's just walk in and pretend that maybe this was all a lie and I'm not allergic. And literally my entire time, like living with them, like no allergies, no like turn-ups.
Oh no.
And so like literally I'm thinking all these years, I don't think my mom was intentionally trying to like say that, but maybe she just assumed because she was allergic that I was or something, or who knows, maybe she was just lying to me because she didn't want to spend money on a dog.
I think, well, yeah, I think that what she was trying to do is she was very smart. She didn't want you to beg her for a dog. So I feel like every kid goes through that phase where they're like, Mom, I need a dog. I want a dog. You know, I want a pet. And she's like, I'm not dealing with that. You're allergic. You're going to die. Period.
So what was something like you begged your parents for like crazy when you were a kid?
I got lucky because my parents are dog obsessed. So we grew up with at least 2 to 3 dogs in the household at all times. I had guinea pigs, I had bunnies, I had fish, I had every animal under the sun that was legally possible. We wanted a monkey. It's not legal here in Canada. So I was lucky with that. But everything else, my parents were pretty strict with. I had to work, make my own money to get what I wanted. So there's no such thing as asking. Very European household.
Yeah, I respect that a lot, you know, like that work ethic. You know, I think definitely not having everything handed to you makes you stronger. Yeah, because like my parents really made me work for stuff because you know what my 18th birthday present was?
What?
Rent.
Rent?
Yes. And I was still in high school at the time because I was born like later into the year. And it sucked so bad. I was so pissed at them. But you know, it helped grow me, make me stronger.
Exactly. I was just going to say, reflecting now, I assume years later, you're probably thankful that you had that opportunity. Actually, you look at it as more of an opportunity rather than a punishment now, right? Because people grow up, you know, getting things handed to them. And then when they have to work for their own things, they struggle, right? Because they're not used to that kind of discipline. So that's good.
Yeah, it's definitely helped me a lot, like career-wise and like business and other things. But you're just curious, so what do you do, Eden?
I'm a dating coach.
Yeah, I believe I saw you on like one of the other videos that I think you mentioned like you're a dating coach or something. But curious, have you ever had a crush on a client?
No. I'm dead ass serious. No. And no, you know what? Like I started my career not too long ago with that, full throttle. So I have been in a relationship. So not interested in anyone, obviously. And I've never had a client that I was interested in. It's different when you look at them as a client. You kind of take away sort of that, like any possible chance of being friends or a romantic interest, because it's very much like I'm focused on their dating struggles and their problems. And so it's different. It's not, possible in my head.
Really? I hooked up with a client once.
Of course you did, Alex.
Well, look, you know, it was like she hit me up for coaching, and you know, I was very professional during the coaching session. But you know, she was this hot chick who was having a hard time meeting guys. I was like, "Where do you live?" She's like, "Oh, I'm in Miami." I'm like, "Well, listen, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll give you the coaching, but you know, why don't we meet up for a drink?" But
was that her payment for the coaching?
I was just gonna say.
I know.
She actually did pay me cash, but yeah. Anyways.
Wow.
That's a true story. You actually work with females?
Yeah, once in a blue moon. It's very rare, but yeah, it happens. Once in a blue moon. Okay, so let's go to this. So Eden, would you, if you were single and lived in the same city as Isaiah, go on a second date with him? And be brutally honest.
Honestly, with the energy and the conversation, I think you're interesting and you're so easy to have a conversation with, and I'm genuinely curious to know more about you. So I think I would actually take you up on a second date for sure.
Huh.
Yeah. Why are you surprised?
Well, why am I surprised is because I do think Isaiah is a nice guy, and I don't think he's like weird or anything like that, but he very much comes off like a nice guy. The convo was quite platonic, lacked sexual tension or any kind of flirting. So I envision that if you were to meet up with him, it would be more in a friend type of dynamic rather than a romantic dynamic.
perhaps I'd need to feel it out for me to know, right? Because the conversation, like you said, was very much like that, and I wanted to know more in order for me to figure that out, because I didn't know off the bat, to be honest. So yes.
Cool. What did the rest of you ladies think? What do you think, Deanna or Minka?
Oh, I loved him. Like everything he said, like the story, like when he was like, "Oh, my mom told me I was allergic." I asked my dad for a hamster when I was little. Told me he was allergic. He would literally die if we got a hamster. Then he told me years later, "Oh yeah, I lost my hamster one time and it was in my shoe and I squashed it." And I'm like, it was just so relatable. Like I think there's kind of more the direction I would go, like a more genuine approach for me myself, like where I was like where she is. Like I would follow up on that. I want to learn more because like watching your conversation, I was literally smiling behind the screen. I'm like, oh, y'all are so cute, and I'm like, I just loved it.
That actually brings it to the point that I had earlier, which is the type of person. I feel like these two there we go. Those two personalities kind of match a little bit more because it's sweeter, right? I always range it off of like sweet versus tart. I feel like me personally, I wouldn't, just because I didn't get any information, and kind of like you said, Alex, or I didn't see any chemistry, any sexual tension, any of that, which made it kind of I wouldn't want to go on another date or waste my time or his time. Whereas I can totally see it with Deanna because that's a really cute story. You know what I mean? Like that's for her personality, it's very cute and safe and like exciting.
Yeah, and I think Deanna, part of the other reason too is I work sales as well, so I'm sure we have that same type of vibe and understanding of just life in general and communication.
I do think what happens though, if you're like more of a nice guy, like more girls are down to like give you a shot off the bat, but like very few of those girls actually like go all the way with you. Like typically, like they might go on a date with you, but then they'll be like, yeah, I just foresee us being friends. That's kind of like the observation I have. But again, different personality types appeal to different people.
I guess, what do you think I could have done to make this more man to woman?
Yeah, that's a good question, right? It's like, it comes down to how do you build sexual tension? I think you do things like breaking rapport. So instead of always like, oh yeah, like you can kind of troll the girl and tease her a little bit. I forget the specific parts of the conversation, but you can be like, oh really? You like that? And the girl's like, and you're like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you, right? You can do stuff like that. You can use sexual innuendos. You can slow down speech and act. Like again, this is just a very tough question, how to build sexual tension. I would say just like check out some of my like speed date demonstrations or like the video I dropped today, and it's one of those things that's easier to show than it is to explain, basically.
Well, it's also may I say something? Sorry.
Yeah, of course.
I just didn't see you really, when you talk about creating that sexual tension, I didn't really hear or see you really approach her on her looks, or that you were attracted to her, or that any of those parts. It was more of like, as soon as you had an in to talk, you got overly excited about it, and then you went into that storyline. So maybe toning down the excited part of what she was saying and talking more about her, if that makes sense.
I can add something about how we could have done that. Because if you went in with my looks right away, I'm not that, like, I wouldn't have been flattered, to be honest. It's just not my thing. And that's like a common theme with the dates I've been on this live before. Like, I don't get impressed by a guy being like, oh, you're so pretty, or like you're this, or I don't like that off the bat, right? So what we could have done is, talking about pets, it could have been like, okay, so, down the line, what pet are we getting? What dog are we getting? Something more cutesy like that. That would have been like future projection. That would have been like, wait, who said we're going to date? Or who said we're going to, pick a dog? Or like, then the flirtatiousness just comes in and it's more organic, and it's not like you randomly cutting the conversation short and being like, oh, by the way, like I like your whatever, which would have rubbed me the wrong way. And I think most girls.
No, I love that example way better. What you just did, I'm like, yeah, that would have worked way better.
So really doing something to assume the dynamic of a relationship.
You want to state what you want, right? You want to state what you want without being a dick about it. So you basically go in and say like, hey, listen, I know we like dogs. What dog are we getting? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're basically saying, I want you and I want this to go somewhere. That's what you're telling me without directly being a dick about it and like being too harsh with it. You know what I mean? You're stating what you want from this, and that's important. And that's when you kind of step up and be like, this is not going to be a friends thing, my love,
Yeah, I would just say again, like check out some of the you know, some of my demonstrations I've done on this channel. You can get like a really good idea of like kind of how I do it. I mean, you might have a different style than me, but you know, you can adapt at least some of the things that I do.
Oh yeah, good to hear. Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, thanks, buddy. Appreciate
All
you
the
guys.
best.
Again.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you guys all as well.
Bye.
All right. Okay, cool. Let's bring on Brian. Dun, 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 dun.
Exciting. I like this part.
Brian, who do you want to go on a date with?
Man, all of like the three of them are fucking beautiful.
Go on a date with Minka.
Yo, I want to try the three of them. I know I already went on a date with Eden last time, but
you want to do all three? Okay.
I want to try all three. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying. All right.
Ambitious man.
Ambitious, right? All right, I'm gonna take myself off of them. I guess I'm not invited to the party. Have fun.
All right, awesome. Here we go. So, I guess I gotta like get to know your each of you's names because I really haven't spoken to any of you before, aside from Eden. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
So yeah, so we can start with the better biatches.
Oh, it's just Minka. Sorry. What do you want to know about me?
What's your name?
Oh, my name's Minka.
Okay, Mika, and then we have Diana.
Diana, yeah.
Diana, and then we have Eden.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Well, my name is Brian. I guess we can start with this. I'll give you guys a little bit of myself and what I do, and then we can go around and kind of talk about each other's personal life, and then we can. If you guys want to ask me a question about me, like I'd be welcome to answer that. But yeah, let's go. Well, my name is Brian. I'm 25. I'm a recording artist. Make a little bit of music, and then I also mix and master for other artists. On my free time, I like to play guitar and travel and hike a lot. So a little bit
Brian,
about
can you
me.
sing for me?
I'm sorry?
Can you sing for me?
Sing for you? Maybe on our date.
Okay.
I thought we were all on a date right now. What do you mean?
so
This isn't a
too.
date?
On our physical date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What
All right,
music
so
do you
we'll
produce?
start with we'll start with you, Eden, and then we'll go to Better Biatch and then Diana or Diana. I can't pronounce it. I'm so sorry. I'm so Mexican.
It's okay.
I feel like I'm in a support group. Hi, my name is Eden, and
I was thinking that.
and I'm a dating and sex coach. I have a YouTube channel, a podcast. I've been doing this for a while. I was on the show before that some of you guys might know called You're Blocked. We've spoken before. I have a beautiful little 1-year-old dog, and yeah, that's pretty much me.
Hi, Eden.
Hi, Eden.
Nice. And the reason why I'm getting so close to the screen is because I really can't hear. I'm on my phone. I barely can hear you girls. So just in case it looks kind of weird.
Brian, can you sing us a song, please? I think that's really gonna.
I feel like she really wants to hear a song.
A song? You want to hear me sing?
Sing.
All right. What, do you want me to bring my guitar or just sing it?
No, stand up, acapella, baby.
Oh god damn, putting me on the fucking spot. I guess I can sing. I can sing "Happy Birthday." Happy birthday to you.
Okay.
What's up? Who do you listen to?
I listen to everybody. I like literally have all kinds of music.
Who asked me that? Deanna.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you were an artist. I was like,
who do you listen to?
You have. I kind of listen to everything. Like, I can't really pick one person. It's kind of I'm a everything kind of person. Yeah. So I want to hear what you are, who you are, and artistically, I want to know.
Oh, okay. So you want to hear one of my songs?
Yeah, go off.
I rap for the most part, but I sing. Like that's my other hobby. My main artist is a rapper, but I sing. I also sing and play guitar. That's what I meant.
You can't say that you do this and not do it. You know, you set yourself up.
Okay, fine. All right. This is what we'll do. I'll beatbox and sing for you girls.
Let's go.
All right. Damn, I've never done this live, so I'm kind of it's putting me on the spot for sure. Okay, hold on. Every day you keep my mind passing me of you. What do I will do? Anything, passing me of you.
Yo, that was hot. That was really good.
Killed it.
I used to like fuck around with like wanting to be a beatboxer before, and I don't know.
All right, I'll let this one go a little longer because I was kind of curious to hear you beatbox as well.
That was super shitty too. So
I thought it was really cool.
It shows your
Thank you.
personality. That's the best way.
If I had a record label, I would sign you. All right, so let's kick it off to the ladies, I guess. So we'll go one by one. And the ladies, be brutally honest. Eden, we'll start with you. Tum. Would you go? She already has her answer. She's like,
you know, I think that the personality thing, you could have kicked it off with being like, I'm a singer. Do you guys want to hear something I'm working on? Just like funny. It could be cocky. It could be a little bit abrasive for some girls, but I think you had a better shot doing that. Would I have gone on a second date? No. It was kind of difficult doing the layout of which, like, you kind of made it feel like, you know, Alcoholics Anonymous or like a support group, you know. Like, why don't you go first? I'll say my name, I'll be generic, and I'll tell you the things that nobody gives a fuck about at the beginning. And the reason why I'm saying nobody gives a fuck about at the beginning is because you need to spark our interest for me to care about those things, you know. Like, let's warm up. Let's break the ice before you tell me what you do and the typical things that everyone starts with. I think that's boring. And I'm kind of like, okay, great. Now I have to tell you what I do. And then the conversation's flat and dry. I do think you were engaging with Deanna more than any of the other girls, including myself. So I think that maybe was a little bit awkward and uncomfortable. If you are talking to several girls, if you're approaching them at a bar, make sure you're giving each one attention or at least acknowledging their existence and being like, sorry, you know, I'm just really interested in her right now, blah, blah, blah. At least make it be known. But there wasn't much for me to go off of. So I don't really have, like, it was kind of difficult. I think when you showed your beatboxing skills, I think that was fun, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, my feedback is, well, first of all, I'll give you props for picking 3. That's not easy. That's definitely tough. You know, I might even struggle a little bit with that. But yeah, it did feel like you got really nervous in the beginning. Like, you kind of froze up a little bit. Like, you were like, well, my name is Brian. Like, yeah, obviously, like it says on your thing. You're like, she's like, yeah, I'm Minka. You're like, what's her name? So it did feel like you were kind of like getting a little nervous, which is, you know, somewhat understandable.
Yeah.
I think that, you know, also you made the conversation like too formal. It's like, okay, so let's all, I felt like I was at camp. And like, I remember when I was in middle school at camp, like first day at camp, they'll be like, okay, tell us your name and a little bit about yourself. Like, you would introduce, it kind of felt like that a little bit, right? Versus a date is supposed to be like a lot less formal, or like a first day at work type of thing where they're like initiating a group of employees and like, okay, guys, let's go around in a circle, tell them a little bit about yourself. So yeah, I felt like way too kind of stiff. Also, you kind of you had control of the conversation in the beginning, but you lost control about 2 or 3 minutes in, and that will typically happens, you know, if you're nervous.
Yeah, how do you like because yeah, I was for sure maybe like I feel like I was in control at the beginning, but I kind of lost confidence once they started to talk over me. How do you regain not over me, but like they started to talk more?
Yeah, girls will talk.
How would you lead the conversation? How would you like bring everybody back together into the group and then kind of start leading again?
Well, once you lose control, it's really hard to win back control, right? So it's better not to lose control in the first place. You typically lose control if, one, you know, you're kind of nervous, you're kind of, you know, stumbling, and 2, the direction you're going isn't that fun, right? So the reason you lost control is because it was going in a quite boring direction. The girls just kind of got a little bored, and they were like, oh, blah, blah, blah. They're like, why don't you beatbox for me, right? Because they wanted to make it more fun, right? Because people are always trying to have fun. So by keeping it fun and engaging and confident, that's how you avoid losing control.
So
also, another question too, how do you sexualize when it's a group? Because like that's one of my questions. What got me kind of nervous is kind of trying to figure out how do I sexualize with each girl without making it be like awkward, if that makes sense.
I mean, it's tough, but you know, I might do something like, okay, well, look at this. We got 2 blondes and a brunette. This is an interesting combination. You might like start off fun and be like, okay, so let's get the important questions out of the way right now. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how much into girls are you? Let's start with you, Eden. Like, I don't know, like you could go kind of like that. Even that's a little aggressive, so I might not do that until like a few minutes in the conversation. You got to find a way to like kind of have the girls riff off each other. I think if you watch, I don't know if I've ever done it with 2 girls, but if you watch like my Cold Approach Infield, the one I did at the beach, I was talking to like 3 girls, and I would just like kind of have fun like with the group. I would just kind of, I don't know, like kind of bounce like what one girl was saying off the other girl. I'd be like, oh, did you hear what she said? Blah, 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 right? I'll kind of almost like instigate like a little bit of I don't know, kind of like a fun dynamic.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's definitely a lot harder with 3 girls. I mean, I've done 2, and that like I felt like I was pretty solid with 2, but doing 3 is definitely damn. I've never done that before.
Eden did say do 2.
Dude, that's hard. I seriously thought I stood a chance, but like damn, I was so fucking like fuck, I'm lost. But now,
well, it's okay.
When you bring something up, you should ask the rest of the people what they think about it to get them involved in the conversation. In order to bring something that's more sexual, the point isn't to sexualize off the bat. The point is to find something that you can play off of that can be a little bit less platonic. That's the point. And then eventually, naturally, if the girl is giving into that, then you can be more sexy with one another. If she's not, then you have to get the hint and back off. You have to read people, right? So I saw Minka. I was watching Minka closely because she was just like, I'm bored kind of thing. Like nothing is going on, like, you know, no involvement. And like, that's fair. And I think that you should have been like, okay, so you're talking to Diana. You should ask the other girls about, you know, what do you think about this conversation? Like bring them in. Same thing.
Eden is watching Minka.
Would you say?
I'm watching it.
Would you say also?
What she's saying is right off of the bat, you didn't really engage with us. It was right. You lost control immediately when it started. You didn't say anything. You didn't take control of the situation. You didn't start asking questions right away. You had a long pause with us just staring at you. And it was that, I think that's what she's taught, like, right? Because like I was like, okay, what's gonna happen? Because I like a guy to lead.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think like I lost control of the conversation completely. I just think I lost control of the frame. Is what I'm saying. I definitely don't think the 3 of you were in control of the frame. I definitely do think I was more. I'm sorry, of the conversation, because I kind of started the conversation, but then the frame was the.
No,
you really don't think so?
I'm gonna tell you straight up. You had no control.
Well,
it was.
Here's my question.
Can I tell you one thing? It was the women, because there was an awkwardness, we kind of vibed off of what you were saying and took control and let it into the singing portion. Luckily, Diana was the one that was saying, can you sing? But I will tell you, some people are not going to agree with me, but because you actually did like ball up and you started beatboxing and singing, like for me, I would have probably gone on a date with you just for that simple fact of like, you didn't like bitch out, you straight up like came, and I was like, oh my God, this is fun. Like, so that you could have recontrolled the situation right after that.
Okay. Hey,
I agree.
Alex,
I like that.
Also, another thing, would you also agree that maybe it's like a timing thing? Because if we're only getting, 5 to 10 minutes with each girl, like it's kind of hard to like say a full sentence and then let a girl reply and then switch to another topic with a different girl. Would you say that also can contribute to like maybe them, not me being able to sexualize or make an actual conversation with any one of them complete?
Yeah, in an ideal world, you would have all the time in the world with each girl. But quite often when you're going up to a girl at a bar and she's with her friends, you might not even have 5 minutes. You get 30 seconds. And then if you don't put up, like if she's not interested, she'll tell you fuck off within 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So yes, in an ideal situation, you would have all the time in the world, but that's often doesn't work that way. Usually there's cock blocks and there's like the fat friend who comes in and tries to steal her friends away. There's all this shit that happens. Actually, funny enough, I was just watching a video that Avery took where me and him were talking to these 2 cute girls, and this like really fat friend came in and she was like so aggressive about stealing her girlfriends. So yeah, like shit like that will happen all the time. So in a perfect world, yes, but we don't live in a perfect world. All right, Brian, I do got to get the next person on. Do you have any?
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Take care. All right, cool. I will give him props for picking 3 girls. All right, let me just text Duke and tell him to jump on. All right, there we go. Okay, cool. Let's bring on B Mac. What's up, buddy? We cannot hear you.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
Yes. Hello, buddy.
Yes, sir. All right. So, what are you thinking?
So beautiful. I like this.
Your audio just keeps cutting out. It's like it feels like you're mumbling a little bit or something.
I think your hand's on your mic.
Yes.
Oh,
Can you hear me now?
yes.
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say everyone looks so beautiful. How could you just pick one? I'm gonna go with all three of them.
All right. I'll give you props for that. All right, cool. I'm gonna take myself off.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Let me just see you for a second. Deanna, your teeth is just like illegally white. It's like
I do brush them.
something illegal that nobody else knows about. I have like the cops on like speed dial.
Your teeth are white too.
Yeah, but your teeth is amazing with the shirt and the class necklace.
Thank you.
And then Eden, I see those tattoos. How many tattoos?
I think close to 30 right now.
30?
I'm like, where? I didn't even notice them.
I wrist.
Oh, wow.
Sorry?
Where else?
All over the body sporadically.
And you're gonna show us? No.
I don't think it's PG.
And then better
You just call me Minka.
It is all presented nice and it looks like it was ironed. Are you trying to tell me something?
My bed?
Oh, your bed. It says
I'm Mexican. I ironed it. I don't know.
looks like superly. It looks like it smells good and maybe some candles and stuff there.
I
And
do. I like smelling good stuff.
yep, missing is BMAC.
Oh.
Okay. Ask y'all a question. I actually did my homework. And I want y'all to be, realistic. If I was the last, obviously, sexiest man on the planet, and I can only pick one of you, why would I pick you? We'll start off with Eden. Yep.
I don't think you want to start off with me, buddy. You don't have to pick me, man.
Okay.
Yes.
Answer.
All right, I don't compete. I just don't compete. So you can pick them. That's just the best way to put it.
You're not gonna even work with me. You're not gonna daydream.
No,
I'd rather just be picked.
Everyone's being all classy and all that type of. That's because hey, if this is a date, I'm trying to have a date. Let me ask y'all this, since y'all want to be all quiet and stuff. Where are y'all from?
I'm in LA.
Okay, I am too.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I live in LA.
What part?
The Sherman Oaks area.
Okay, I'm in the South Bay.
Ooh, you're far.
Like Redondo Beach?
Yeah, you're really far, actually.
Yeah.
Especially with traffic, you're really far.
I
And
know.
where's Deanna and Eden from?
Oh, I'm from New
Toronto.
Jersey. Oh, sorry. You go.
It's okay.
Deanna, I guess.
I'm from New Jersey, but I live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
I have family, and they're from Orangeburg.
I have no idea where that is. Is that where in New Jersey?
Yeah.
South Carolina.
I just know they're from. I don't even know anything like that. But I've been to Myrtle Beach, like on vacation and stuff.
Yeah, it's the worst place ever. It really sucks.
Yeah, Heath over there, though. I just want to let you know.
It's okay. I'll hopefully be gone by like next year. But
And Eden, where are you from?
From Toronto.
You sound like you're from heaven.
Aw. Thank you. From Toronto. The farthest thing from heaven.
Toronto. Ooh. You're supposed to be nice.
Am I not?
No, you over here not participating in my escapades.
Eden, I think you're nice.
Thank you.
I got you, girl.
Thank you.
I'm on with you three. It doesn't matter what she thinks. It doesn't matter what I think.
Okay, well, here's the thing, buddy. Women are not going to compete for no
I don't
man.
think I think based off of the fact that you're trying to put any of us down, that all three of us, especially if you're approaching all three of us at a bar, I think it's a no-go already from all three of us from that.
Yeah, we'll take you outside. No problem. Parking lot, no problem.
No, I'm going to stay inside the bar.
me and Deanna.
Get you on your own.
If I'm at a bar, I'm a gentleman, and I will say, "Hi, my name is Brandon."
Yeah, let's start it off so promising. All right, I'll let the ladies speak first. So, Eden, although
you participate.
I suspect I know what answer.
Yeah, I'll participate so I don't get shot on. I think that at the beginning you did such a good job kind of creating a conversation and dialogue with every single one. I think it was fun. I love the illegal comment that you made with Deanna. I thought that was cute. You picked out her teeth rather than like tits, hair, lips, like the classic things that guys point out. You were a little bit more, I guess, different in that sense, which was cute. If you're trying to hit on a girl's looks, find something unique, not stereotypical and basic that's constantly sexualized. But then it became extremely condescending and as if your shit doesn't stink. And I'm nothing personal, but when you started saying, okay, if you girls were the last ones on the earth, like kind of fight over me, or like, why do you deserve to go on a date with me? You didn't spark our attention really that much at that point. Why the fuck would I sit there and explain to you why I deserve you? Right? At this point, we're both on the same page where we're still filling each other out. Why do you deserve me and why do I deserve you? We're both at that level. It's not a conversation to be had yet, right? Nor do I think that that's a normal conversation to have in general. I get that you're trying to make light of it and have us all participate. I think that if you changed it to something else, it could have been more fun. Like whose dog, would win some competition.
Yeah, that would be cute.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you watched our live, you know that we all have dogs. That's something you have in common. That's like an amazing thing that you could have used because we're all like obsessed with our dogs.
Right.
If you wanted us all to participate. So that's what I have to say. It became very condescending and then a little bit rude towards the end. And I think that you have to tread lightly on those boundaries of being sort of this like masculine dominating man versus being a dick, right? Like it's very fine line there. And I'm not saying you're a dick. I'm just saying that it can be read that way because I know you're not, I know you're not. You did a very good job. You handled us all at the beginning really well. So kudos to you in that sense. Okay.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
So when I asked the question about which one would, what would you do? All three of you got offended by that question. Is it because you feel that I don't need to do this, I don't need to do that, or because it was in a playful way, so you could have just been like, I think whenever it comes to like competition and saying, well, like what I would do to please you, or what I would do, you could have said something like, oh, well, I can cook good. It could be like, lighthearted, but if you take it to the heart in a playful environment, I think you guys
you didn't create. Sorry,
can I help?
Yeah.
Well, I'll go ahead. What were you gonna say? Oh, okay. I'll just talk. Yeah, I think it's kind of it's high risk, high reward, can easily backfire. As you said it, I was like kind of thinking, are they going to go for it? And I was kind of 50-50. And all it takes is one girl not to go for it, and the other ones will not go for it either. Yeah. So the minute that you lost Eden, you lost the other two as well by default. Girls will typically pick each other over a guy they don't know almost always.
Especially when you're going in a group of girls, that it's like it would be different if it was girls that didn't know each other, but you're going to three women that essentially have already established a bond.
No, you guys
well, like, yeah, girl, everyone's like really nice here. You know what I mean? So, but I wanted to say that if you had said something like, look, ladies, I have everything I need. I've got the house, the this, the that, blah, blah, blah. What I'm looking for is someone to settle down with. Are any of you interested? It's non-combative. I think you lost us when you were trying to put like us against each other and not bringing something of your side to the table. I think that was the really like pivotal part where you didn't showcase how valuable you were to even instigate that. It was just more of like you because you killed it in the beginning. You killed it. To me, you killed it with all three of us. All of us were giggling, feeling special. But then as soon as you just threw that in there, it was like there's no rapport to be able to do that. I was like, wait, what?
Like I said, high risk, high reward. But I'm just thinking what I would do if the shoes were reversed. If I was on a show and there was one girl and there was 3 other dudes, and the girl was like, "So, tell me, what are you gonna do to win me over?" Like, I probably would not play along either. Like, I'm thinking, like, I would be like, "Sweetheart, you're gonna win me over, right?" Like, I don't think I would go along with that frame either. So, if I just apply that logic, like, it doesn't surprise me that they didn't go for it. Again, I think that what Minka is saying is that if there was more rapport and more value established, then they would have been more likely to go for it. But I think the minute that you lost Eden, you lost the other 2 by default, and the whole thing started going downhill. So if, for example, I was in your shoes and I had already said that line, which I probably wouldn't say, but if I did, and Eden's like, "Oh, you don't want to pick me first," at that point, I would not have skipped her. I would have doubled down and been like, "No, now I really want to hear what you have to say, Eden. Go ahead. The floor is yours," right? Because the minute that Eden passes it up, like, the other 2 girls aren't going to be like, "Well, let me tell you why I'm going to suck your dick." Well, like, it's just not going to happen. So yeah, it was like at that point you had to double down and try to get Eden on board, because if you don't, then the other ones wouldn't.
Why am I getting all the heat, guys?
Well, because you did it. He's not wrong. Alex is 100% right.
You
established it.
Yeah, only because you were on the top. It all purely has to do with the order because he picked you first. Yeah.
No. I get that. I just think it came up.
Let's like almost like do a thought experiment. So Eden, what if, for example, he had said, like, when he asked you that question, you're like, "Oh, you don't want to pick me first." What if he was like, "Well, actually, now I'm really curious. What do you have to say?" Like, how would you have responded?
No. He did pick me first, and I didn't want to go.
I know, but you were like, "Oh, pick someone else." What if I was like, "No, like, I really want to pick you now, Eden, because I'm very curious what your answer is." How would you respond to that?
I would have been like, I have no answer. That's why I didn't want to go. Because I was like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you why if I was the last girl on earth, would want you, or why you should pick me. Like, I'm not that kind of girl that would ever sit there and try and prove myself, especially because you haven't proved yourself to me. So it's like why would I imagine it was like I'm not saying this is you, B-Mac. I'm just saying, let's say it was like a total idiot waste of time guy. Why would I ever prove to an idiot waste of time guy, which I'm going in with that intention because I don't know who you are? Why would I prove myself to you? It's not like a fun thing. You said it was like a playful environment. It wasn't playful when you brought that up. You killed the mood by bringing that up. That wasn't playful. No girl off the first conversation is ever going to be like, "Here is why you should take me home." No girl is going to do that right off the bat.
Eden, wait, hold up a second, B-Mac. What if he doubled down again after that? What if he was like, "No, I don't know. You look like you have a lot going on. You have some pretty plants in the background. You got the long wavy hair. I'm sure you have many things going for you. Just what one of the reasons why, like, what are some cool things about you, Eden?" And then he like rephrased it that way.
Okay, fine. See, but that's changing the conversation from making the woman, and that's how you could have saved yourself. 100%, Alex. I agree with you. If you did that, you would have saved it, got my mind off of what you were trying to say, and I would have been like, "Okay, maybe I was overthinking what he was trying to say in that moment," and I would have played into that. So that is a really good point, and I definitely do agree. I would have acted differently completely because I didn't feel like I had to prove myself to somebody, in that moment. So yes.
Yeah,
I like this. This is so insightful.
This is what I do 24/7.
Just say something. It's a speed date, and I'm on a speed date with 3 women, right?
I see what you're saying.
It's okay in a beginning speed date where people say, "Oh, if I was this type of person, what would you do, or how would you do?" And I think that my inquiry, you took it more than what the inquiry was.
B-Mac, the dating is not logical; it's emotional. This doesn't. You can't. I actually see what you're saying, and I sort of agree with you, but you can't logic your way into like, "Well, I wish things worked this way." Like, it's fucking annoying when, remember I told you that story when we were talking to those 2 hot girls and her fat friend came along and stole them? Like, that's not fair. Like, fuck that. We were vibing with those 2 girls. Why does her friend get to steal them away? But like, I can't just like logic my way and be like, "Oh, well, this is 3 reasons why it's not cool for you to steal your friends away from us." Like, it just like, the rules aren't fair, but they are what they are.
Okay.
Does that make sense? But yeah, thanks for coming on, dude. I will give you props for picking all 3 girls, and I think you started off strong, and I think you have potential. So I think if it wasn't for that question, this might have had a completely different outcome. So I think, just food for thought.
All right.
All right, cool. Thanks, buddy. All right. I feel like you didn't like my answer. All right, let's bring on Duke.
Yeah, she did.
What up, buddy? You ready to show these young whippersnappers how it's done?
Yeah. Oh, hey, baby, don't have that look. What's going on? Hey, what's happening?
Is there history?
Minka.
Duke is a friend of the show. Yeah, he's been on a million times.
Me and Mr. Guy.
And
Minka, hey, listen, how's it going with that? What was it? It was a charity, right?
Yeah, I still have the toy drive.
Okay, I thought that was beautiful. Hey, listen, this is about to be fire. How y'all ladies doing? We about to have some fun here. Deanna, Eden. Okay.
Dude, what are you thinking? Do you want to go on a date with all three girls? Do you want to do one?
Listen, Minka, since me and Minka got history, I don't want to bring it up. You know, that's it. We're trying to provide new experience here. But listen, Minka, you and I, we can talk offline. I saw that video you wanted me to see. I got some questions for real though.
Go for it. We'll talk later.
So you want to go on a date with Eden and Deanna, or just one of them?
Yeah. Like I ain't gonna jack, bro. Like both of y'all looking mad interesting right now. Like I got like, wow, this is interesting. Like you, Alex, like I didn't know you were gonna get like some beautiful ladies on here. Like this is interesting.
What is that supposed to mean? You think I only have ugly girls on or something?
Hey, listen. The last time I was on here, there was a dude dressed as a cop, so I had no idea what was going on. you gotta understand, bro. I'm like, hey, hold up.
His name is Greg, and he was on half an hour ago.
A bunch of dudes over here in the cop. I don't like it.
That's just Greg, okay? That's just Greg being Greg. All right, cool. I'll take me and Minka off. You got 5 minutes, buddy. Let's see what you got.
What's good, ladies? How's it going?
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Drew. Yeah, this is my channel's name, No Pill Poppers. I do content. It's not important.
You need to explain now. What is No Pill?
Yeah, what do you do?
Oh my God, like that's important. But listen. Basically, it's all about like you guys have ever heard of the red pill manosphere? Yeah, basically, I call out some bullshit that just don't make sense. You know, like some of the stuff where it's like I'm like the common sense guy. Let's just put it that way. I bring common sense to a space where people can get a little bit emotional. Let's just get it that way. Eden, hold up. At a glance, I gotta say this, Eden. Has anyone ever told you look like Laura from That 70s Show?
I don't know who that is, so no.
You haven't watched That 70s Show?
No,
Deanna,
I don't watch it.
Deanna, help me out. That 70s Show, right?
Yes. Oh,
you've heard of it, right? Laura, right?
I'm gonna search this up now. And
he actually does.
I'm like, I'm about to go on a date with Laura.
Actress name is Laura. The actress is Laura Prepper.
No, he's right, Drew. You're right.
Right, Deanna. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yes, that's you. I'm like, damn, bro. Old girl, sexy as fuck over here. I'm liking that.
No comment.
And she got that digit print on. Like, I'm loving everything. Like, no, for real, though. I was like, oh.
I'll take it.
And Deanna over here, oh my God. Like, I feel like you about to sell me real estate. What's going on?
Yeah, you're right.
What's up? Like, what do you think about my curtains, baby? I gotta, what do you think gets somebody in the mood, right? What do you think?
At least there's blackout curtains.
This guy.
Hold on, fucking with y'all. How you doing, though? Oh man.
I want some of whatever you're on.
Hey, I'm on life, baby. You want to get on life with me? You want to get high on life with me? Eden, you want to get high on life with me? I'm okay with that. Deanna can join when she's done with her sales quarters.
My sales quarters. Okay, so the curtains are the
what
first
is it
thing
though?
on the
Like
list.
you are giving me sales vibes. Like I feel like you about to like put something on me. Like what's up with you though?
What's up with me? Oh, yeah, do some. I mean, if you want to work right after the show, you can send me a DM and then
charge him extra.
Oh, you about to tax
I'm gonna pad this like 10,000.
That's right.
How thick is it gonna be? Let me know. What? What? I'm just
No, you're hilarious.
Eden, come on.
True. She thinks you're funny.
You're hilarious.
No, but for real
The fact
though,
that you make yourself laugh. It's good.
Say what?
No, it's even funnier because you make yourself laugh. You're just like me.
Listen, life is all about like, listen. I'm all about if you're not able to just vibe out and have a good time, like why you just even here? You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like, won't you agree? Like, who just goes around just I don't know. I'm just in the mood. Like, it's just a vibe when you're around me. You see what I'm saying? That's just me though. I like to have fun. Listen, ladies, you don't sit there and tell me you don't like a little fun in your life.
I love fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm having so much fun.
he or she who's not a sinner passed the first stone. How about that?
I wish I could legally change my name because I'm sick of these jokes.
Hey, listen. Oh, she caught it.
Sick of it.
She caught it. I thought I was gonna be. She caught it. Hey, you must be getting a lot of them eating jokes, related jokes, huh?
Yeah, everything to do with the Garden of Eden, anything, any Bible verse, anything with an apple.
All right.
How do you sexualize an apple? Apparently, you can do that.
Whoa, what's going on?
Naive.
Hold on.
Exactly,
Eden,
but the apple was in the Garden of Eden.
Hold on, Ian. What's going on with an apple?
I don't know. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're gonna tempt me with that apple?" I'm like, "What the fuck is an apple, bro?"
I was gonna say, you say tempt me. I'm like, all right. Well,
what that apple do? What apple?
Like, what's going on? Like,
an apple is this small. So you're talking about my tits.
I mean,
or
I'm just saying, I eat apples. Just let you know, I do like apples. Listen, what is the old saying? An apple a day keeps the doctor. Is it the doctors or the dentons? Is it the doctors or the dentons?
Doctor.
An apple a day keeps Alex away.
Oh, fuck this.
Yeah, that was highly entertaining. All right.
Oh my God.
Eden.
No pill poppers. You're coming on my podcast.
I gotta come on your own shit. Okay.
I'm done. That's so funny. I have to say, my face has never hurt this much in my life. You were so funny through and through. I didn't stop smiling. I think that you came in with energy and you were just like, fuck this. Like, you just cracked jokes and whoever picked it up. Whoever didn't, which I love. I think that shows confidence. I don't think we communicated though at all, if I'm being real, besides the laughing, which I loved. I was like, okay, now what? Like, let's wrap this up. I get that you're funny. We need some, like, some sort of conversation, something there. I don't know anything about you besides something about red pill, and you come into conversations and you're a common sense guy. That's all I understood, because you didn't elaborate and you honestly didn't seem to want to. So I was like, like, why doesn't he want to tell me about what he does? You know what I mean?
You also know that he likes apples.
Well, see, my thing is, I real talk don't see like the whole red pill is something that is like real worth going into. But like, I mean, I guess if you want to know about it, we'll find out on your podcast. Don't worry about it.
So definitely another date with Eden.
You see what I'm saying?
But here's the thing. Another date because you're funny and I had a fun time with you, and I think that we vibe and we kind of laugh at the same shit. But like, romantically speaking, I don't know, because it was very just like giggles and laughs and surface level and friendly. Like I called you my bro, like, I think in my head or verbally. I don't know. So that's the vibe that I got. Right? No, I'm not trying to be, rude. But
no, honestly, I'm just so happy there wasn't any awkward silences. It was just fun. So like, if you were to come up to us at a bar, I think we would all vibe. Like, it wasn't awkward. We all had fun. And like, yeah, like, I feel like you maybe were gravitating more to Eden, but I think y'all clicked more. But I still had a great time. Like, I wouldn't even mind third wheeling with y'all. Like, I had a great time.
Deanna, would you go on a second date with Dude?
I'll go on a date with him again. I had a great time.
Okay. What are your thoughts, Minka?
I think he killed it. I think if he had more time, he would have gotten into the whole getting to know each other and all of that stuff. But I think right off of the bat, he kept them entertained. He kept them like interested. It was good energy, but it wasn't like any beta being walked all over energy either. So that masculinity is still there. So I think that he would have done well if he had more time and probably gotten both of their numbers.
Duke dropped that humor pill today.
humor goes a long way. If you can
Really
make a girl laugh, especially when she knows she's getting hit on, that's huge. You just broke the ice in an immense way. Now she feels more vulnerable and comfortable. When you make a girl comfortable, you know, she's more open to thinking of you that way, to talking more, to putting into the conversation, to possibly going home with you. I feel comfortable. You know, that's huge. So I think that if you got the humor going for you, if you got the gift of the gab, fucking use it and abuse it. It doesn't matter. It's amazing.
I will say this: Duke does seem a little bit more in a silly mood than usually tonight.
That's why I said I'll have whatever he's
in like a happy mood. Like Duke is always a happy, funny guy, but today he was like extra happy and extra funny.
Hey,
why are you so happy,
Alex caught me in the middle of something. Okay.
Oh.
I looked on here and I'm just like, oh my God. I get to go on a date with Laura and
Duke was like in the middle of having sex. He's like, wait, hold up a second. Hang on. I gotta do this real quick. I gotta go on a speed date. Hang on. Just lay right there. Don't move.
As fuck, bro. Like I was just like, damn, like all
Cool.
I'm just chilling back here. But no, hey, listen, this was fun. Eden, let me know, hit me up.
I'll put you guys in touch. Yeah.
Hey, come on now. Better Bitches. Is that the new podcast name? All right, we gotta talk though. I gotta figure out what's going on with that.
I know.
Minka, I want to know the tea. There's a lot. I feel a lot going on. I want to know.
I'll tell you straight up. My first ever introduction to anything was on Duke and Dawn.
Okay.
So I'll just lead it with that.
Okay.
I popped the cherry.
You owe me child support, sir.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Duke. Appreciate you, buddy.
All right, bro.
All right, take care, dude. All right. Let's get on my man Johnny.
Yo, what the fuck is up, Alex? How you doing?
You got a tough act to follow.
We'll be all right. Can you hear me okay though? Trying out these new headphones.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so who you thinking of going on a date with, or you could do more than one?
Alex, come in, drop sauce on these 3 girls with me right now. Come on.
I'm the host, bro.
So
that's against the rules.
That'll be fun.
You want me to go on a date with? I feel
Yeah, we'll do like a double date with these 3 girls.
There's gonna be like 5 people talking. We're gonna be like talking over each other.
I know it'll be tough to hear. That's the only problem.
It's gonna be a little bit of a logistical nightmare. I'll let you do it.
All right. Yeah. Obviously, I want all 3 then.
All right. Cool. I'll take myself off.
And now there were 4. What's
Hi,
up,
Johnny
ladies?
Say.
What's up? Yeah, I'm Johnny. You said your name's Mika, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Eden, you're muted. I literally saw a YouTube video of you like a year ago, how to talk dirty. I literally watched that shit. I Googled it a while ago.
Did it help you?
Actually, yeah. I've been fucking talking dirty since November, so it's been good.
You're welcome.
Can you talk dirty to us?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't even know you 3 yet. Give me like 2 more minutes, and then I'll know you very well. But Mika, I watched the Black Pill Bachelorette. I was this close to coming on.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I was gonna win your heart, but fucking I had to tutor some people in calculus. I know. Shit's fucked up.
It's so hard because everyone's like, you have to figure out who's in it for the money and who picks love. And I like know most of the people, and I'm like, damn it. I know you're all
damn.
It was so hard.
I would have picked love. I'm not gonna lie. I would have picked love.
See, I would have tried to pick you. That I was trying so bad. It was so hard. I'm a lover. I don't like, you know what I mean?
Ooh, she's a lover, she says.
Well, yeah, like even with like I've learned a lot in these spheres and everything, but even the most I've learned, it's actually turned me even more into a lover than I was before. I think I was a little afraid of love.
No, you can't be afraid of it. You'll get hurt, but it's worth it in the end. Mm-hmm. So I think, Deanna, I don't very much know about you. Tell me something. Like, are you a student? You work?
Oh, I am not a student. I'm kind of like a nobody compared to these girls, but yeah, I don't really
show me some confidence. Come on.
Yeah, we're both like, no.
I kind of just came out of nowhere. Like, everyone knows y'all, but then I'm like, yeah, I'm from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. But yeah, I do sales. So yeah.
Hey, shit, sell me this pen. Sell me this pen right now.
All right.
Show
Take
it.
the pen.
Show it.
Show the pen.
It's a mechanical pencil, actually, but the lines sell me the pen.
I wish I had a pen on me, but throw the pen. Throw it.
Throw it.
Don't you need a pen now?
Oh!
I need a pen for all three of your numbers. Yeah, you're right. What the fuck? Is that your dog too? You all three of you love dogs, right?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I see you, girl.
damn. Yo, that could be our first date. There's this shop in the mall, and they have pets that you can adopt. Let's go and get a dog. Let's just go dog petting.
Are we gonna all co-parent?
Yeah, that's a big commitment.
How am I to get from Canada to Myrtle Beach to LA?
Wait, all right, wait. Let's do this. Let's do this
dog.
reasonably. So we have Toronto, we have Myrtle Beach, we have. You said you're in LA, right?
Yeah.
Nika?
Mhm.
I'm in Indiana, right in the middle of all this. So you can just come here, unless this is the thing. Unless you want to meet in what the fuck is it called? New Orleans. If you want to go to New Orleans, that's the only way. Who's ever been?
I passed by there during a road trip, but
Oh, just damn. Yo, you missed out. Should have stopped.
why?
Done some voodoo. Done some voodoo with me. No, I'm fucking with you. Don't do voodoo. That's like their whole thing. I'm serious. Mika, you went like that. That's their whole thing. They do voodoo in the city.
I mean, because like bye.
Yeah, like that's not their whole thing. There's a lot of it from history, but that's not their whole thing.
That's a big part of it. Very big part. Like fucking doing all that shit. Haiti and everything. No, I'm not into that though.
I'm
But I
like,
do love this-
like I said, I'm Hispanic. We stay away from that.
Oh shit. Hablas español?
See.
Nice. Later. I gotta practice my Spanish.
Okay.
Fucking Deanna, are you by New Orleans at all?
Honestly, if I want to be honest, I don't even know where that is on the map.
Damn.
Louisiana.
Skills.
I'm honest though, but probably not. I'm more south, so if I keep going down south on 995, I go to Florida, and then that's it. From Florida, North Carolina.
Yo, logistically, this is gonna be fun. We're all just gonna like plan out a trip in the summer. Actually, fuck. We'll just go for Mardi Gras. Fuck it. I need some girls to fix the ratio for me and my buddies in New Orleans.
I think it's over.
Because
Nah, I'm
dipping
still
in the
going.
day.
I'm definitely still going. Fuck.
We're broken
just be
up
me.
and we haven't even begun.
Fuck. Not yet. I didn't even get a chance to talk dirty. Now I know all three of you so well. So fucking well, obviously. Eden can give us the link and practice some more.
I think if I was on this date, I would totally tease Deanna for not knowing where New Orleans was.
I swear.
All right,
It would have
whatever.
been cute.
All
All right,
It would've been
Deanna,
cute.
have you ever heard of the United States of America?
Oh,
Yeah,
stop.
I have, and I know the 50 states, whatever. At least, but like, yeah, never mind. Never mind. You know what?
All right,
Yeah, but guys do
it's
that in
all
a
good.
cute way. They're like, "What? I'll take you. We'll look at the map together." Like, I don't know. I think it
50
would've
states
been
in
cute.
order.
Well, all right, so what do you girls think about Johnny K?
Wait, first, I think I talked to Eden more. What do you think?
Yeah, kick it off, Eden.
You did? I didn't feel like you talked to me the most, but whatever. I think that you started off really strong. It was nice, fun. Everyone was engaged. Everyone was having fun. Everyone was smiling. I think you did good, and then it just started to fizzle out. You know, when you start to bring up things that could be more controversial, you got to be careful with those things too. Just like people say, you know, the traditional
always.
thing is like, don't bring up religion or spirituality or politics or things like that, because you never know where people stand with that, especially with a group. The chances of people having the same views as you is, you know, kind of slim with more people. So I would just be careful there. And yeah, I think
this is a group of diehard Trump supporters right here. That's what all these girls have.
Fuck, I knew it.
I met them at the Donald Trump fan club, actually. That's how I met every single one.
Alex, you didn't bring me. Fuck, I would have went down for that.
Well, it's kind of like a little ruse I'm doing just to pick up girls, because obviously nothing makes girls' panties wet like Donald Trump.
And I think what also kind of was the beginning of the downfall was when you started to say, like, the dog thing was cute, but then it logistically didn't make sense. So we all started thinking about where we're from, and then you pointed it out. I think what would have been great was like, okay, I know this spot. We can adopt a dog for a day, whatever. We can all take it on a walk. Why don't we all meet up at this place? Like, do something, something more like collectively. Yeah.
Instead of going to the mall and going to pet dogs together, which wasn't collective. I thought that was pretty collective.
No. I'm not saying that's not collective. I'm saying when you started saying, okay, we're gonna like, I asked you like shared custody of this dog, and then that's when we started all thinking about it, and it just didn't make sense, right?
I didn't even hear that, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think like the future projections thing and the cute little like, okay, we all like dogs. You were onto something, but then it was a miss because we're all in different places. So just be careful with what you bring up. Know where the conversation. This is what I always tell people too, is like, before you bring up something, be an educated sort of guesser as to how this is going to go. So, for example, if I'm going to bring this up, I know they're from 3 different places. You knew this. That's valuable information, right? So if you know that we're from different places, and it's not that serious, I get it. Be careful, because in the conversation, the way it goes in your head, it's not going to follow through. She's from Toronto. She's from here. She's from there, right? And then even if you did walk into that, like I believe what Minka said was that, or no, it was what Alex said. New Orleans. Deanna didn't know where that was. You could have made it cutesy, and we could have all kind of like chimed in on that. You could have banged on that and like won yourself over.
Hey guys, let's make fun of Deanna because she doesn't know where New Orleans is. Gang up on her.
Oh no, I'm like canceled.
So good. I'll get you a map, Deanna. Honest.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. I have one right here, actually. I got you here.
See, even that right now, what you just said,
so
I can get you a map.
Yeah,
it's better. But what would even be better is I can tutor you.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I can tutor all 3 of you.
Yeah, you know what's
Definitely.
A really good line I like to use in situations like that? I'll be like, "Oh, cool, yeah, I'll put you in the trunk of my car and we'll take you down there." Like girls love it.
Yeah, because it's so like.
I think that's so funny.
That is a joke, by the way. That is a joke. Just establishing it for the audience.
I don't believe you.
We gotta point that out sometimes. I feel like maybe depending on the situation and the girls, they won't get it. They'll be like, "Whoa," because they talk weird dudes.
Well,
like
what I like to do sometimes,
I think that's fucking funny.
What I like to do sometimes, I'll say something that's like very like kind of polarizing, and I'll dial it back, and I'll be like, "Oh, I'm just kidding," right? So I'll just go and then just tailor it down. It's a good way to keep people engaged. I do that all the time. If I sense the audience is getting bored, I just say something outrageous and then I walk it back.
A better way to do it, I guess, when I talked about the dog, I should have been like, "All right, time to dirt." After the fucking 2 minutes were up, I thought that would have been pretty exciting.
I agree with Eden's feedback that it started off strong. I don't think it went like completely downhill, but it did kind of go down. I agree with that kind of. And again, in your defense, 3 girls is really tough. Especially, it's even tougher.
I'll be all right.
It's even tougher when it's when you're doing like in a podcast setting, because if like we're standing in a circle having conversation, you could like have multiple threads going, meaning like you could talk to Minka while Deanna and Eden talk to each other, but because of the way the audio is combined, there can only be one conversation. So that adds additional challenge to it. It's like hard to keep everyone engaged. So it's like I actually think it's easier to talk to 3 girls if you're in real life rather than a podcast where it all has to be one person at a time. But yeah, Deanna, did you what were your thoughts? Would you go on a second date with Johnny K?
Maybe, I don't know. Like you started off strong, like Eden said, but I just felt like I lost like engagement like throughout it. Like that's the best way to put it, where I was just like falling out of the loop, where I was just getting distracted. I feel like I wasn't part of the conversation at one point, which, is totally okay, but I just lost that.
When I go on a second date with you, Deanna, you'll be the subject. You'll have all the attention. Do not worry about it.
I also think, sorry, this might be against the rules, but I think that Johnny and Minka were doing a really good job at the beginning, and there was a lot of sexual tension I felt, and I was like, okay, I hope he banks on that because he realized that off the get-go that she was interested. I hope. And I think that, yes, because you have to engage other girls, you were trying to do that, but you could have just like won one girl over in that case. You know what I mean? And I think you lost her towards the end because I think you were.
You know why that is, right?
Because what?
Minka likes black guys. She likes Duke. She likes.
Well,
you watch the.
You know, there is an element of truth to that from what I've seen so far on my channel.
Yeah. Your last people were black guys.
Well, the reality is I go based off of personality, and like Duke and QB had the strongest personalities that were most authentic out of all of them. That's why it had nothing to do with skin color.
We're natural. What can I say?
Well, you were, but because you weren't natural and you started kind of like going on weird tangents, it pushed me away. That's why she's trying to exemplify that of like you had an in, but because you kind of like curved it all the way, you didn't have me at the end. I was like, okay, I'm done. I even said, I think I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, shit, relationship. No,
I think Johnny, it doesn't help that your audio kind of sucks. It comes in and out.
Fuck, I thought it was good.
No.
Shit.
That's like a continual pattern I've noticed with you. Your audio keeps fucking you in the ass.
Wow. That gave me a very good picture.
Figuratively. Okay, cool. Any last thoughts about Johnny?
Presumptuous. That's what it was. There's what I'm noticing on a lot of these that the guys are like going with all three of us is that there's a point in time where they get presumptuous and they assume something onto, like they project something onto the three of us and it loses us. It's because you're not the first one. It's been, I think, like 3 times or some, like the first guy of like, how are you going to win me over? Very presumptuous. This one was like, we're going to own a dog together, not talking about logistics and not focusing on anything about us. Again, presumptuous. I think that there's
I didn't say that. I did not say that. I said we can come here and we'll go to the mall and we can pet dogs. You all can come here. I mean, that's slightly presumptuous.
You said adopt. And that's why we were all talking about logistics. I'm not trying to bash on you. I'm trying to help of like that. I'm trying to help pinpoint what it was because the next time it'll be a lot better to not have that one factor. And you'll be able to reel all 3 in. If you have more 3 or 2 or 1, it's because Eden's saying it that like you did have a lot of attention from all 3 of us right in the beginning. You're very natural.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think 3 girls on a pot in this environment is pretty challenging, but that's why I always give props to people who do it. All right, awesome. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate you.
Always. Next time, Alex, you and I are gonna get in girls together.
All right. We'll say that. It's a date.
All right, thanks. Thanks, ladies.
Let's take this question from the audience. This guy paid $10 to get an answer. Will girls on online dating apps care about me having social media? I'm 18. I'm under the belief that social media will destroy my mental health. Also, I wasn't Mr. Popular in high school. What do you girls think?
Having or not having social media?
Yeah, he's basically saying if I don't have social media, will girls will girls not go out with me? Basically, I think that's what he's getting at. Is it okay not to have social media?
So I personally, sorry, go ahead.
No, you were talking. Sorry.
Please go ahead.
No, because it says, will girls on online dating apps care about me having social media? So the short answer is yes, they do care about you having social media because they want you to have social media so that you can prove that you're a legit person, because we're so constantly worried about catfishing and trolls and like weird people and like sketchy guys online, because girls obviously have that fear. So it does help that you have social media. If you're a huge social media whore, I know for me personally and for a lot of girls I'm friends with, it is a turn off as a guy to be on social media. I know that might sound, not fair or whatever, because girls use social media, are known to use social media more than guys. But if you're constantly on there posting selfies, gym photos, whatever, that to me is a turn off. That's like a weird flex. You're 18, calm the fuck down, use it sparingly, have it just to validate the fact that you or whatever, unless you have a business. So that's what I think about that. And if you are only going to get social media for dating apps verification, although you do believe it'll destroy your mental health, I don't think that's worth it personally. So
yeah, I sort of agree with Eden. I think maybe I agree, maybe partially disagree. I think it definitely helps and it's useful. And I have social media myself, and I know there's several situations where if I didn't have it, I wouldn't have been able to get the date. But I also know people who hook up with a lot of girls who don't have Instagram, who don't have social media. So it is doable. It's just harder, but it is doable. I personally know people who've done it. I really don't think unless you're just spending all day on Instagram, it will destroy your mental health. Like I just have my Instagram. I check it like once in a blue moon. I'm not like, so I think you can have social media without like getting addicted to it. But
Yeah.
if you truly think that like you have such an addictive personality that you can't do it, then I would say it's better off to just not have it. You'll still be able to get girls. It'll just be a little harder. That's my feedback.
I think that it's kind of necessary for that age group because he said he's what, 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely necessary for that, especially that generation. All the girls are on it, all the guys are on it. It kind of seems like you're not a real person if, like you said, Eden, if he doesn't have social media. However, I would still cue that into him having a chance, even if the social media wasn't like let's say you only had like 100 people that were your friends and you had like few likes and few comments, but those are people that know you. I still think that qualifies.
Yeah.
Does it need to be crazy?
It's just like a verification check. Do you know what I mean? Like that you have actual people following you, not 0 followers or like sketchy, anonymous people. You know, we check that. We check that to make sure that we're talking to a real human being. It's a safety thing more than anything else, you know?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone out with a guy who didn't have social media?
Yeah.
But did you know him in real life or did you meet him from online dating?
No, I met him like at a bar. So
exactly. I wouldn't, that's my thing. So I wouldn't go out on a date with a guy I met on a dating app if he didn't have some sort of form of verification that it was beyond that app. So not necessarily Instagram, but something like a LinkedIn or something, you know, just something that I can verify that you're a legit human being. But yes, been on dates with guys and did not have social media that I met in person though.
Same.
Word. Cool. All right, let's do like 1 or 2 more people and then we'll wrap up. Let's get Niles in. Yo, what up?
Hey, can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
you.
Yeah, whatever happened to one-on-ones, y'all? We've been going back to back to back with all 3.
People have been feeling brave, man. I'm not gonna turn them down. You know, people want to do 3-on-3. It's more entertaining. Why not?
That's not my style.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a one-track mind. I want to talk to Deanna.
Okay, cool. I'll take me and Minka and Eden off.
Just please no geography questions. Please, everyone wants to take away my degree.
Don't worry, I don't have a map stashed under my desk here. You'll be fine.
Awesome.
Nice pearls you got there. I feel underdressed.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, my dog is being very needy.
No, it's no problem. I honestly mistake your dog for one of your pillows because they're brown, or one of them is.
Yeah, I guess he does kind of blend in.
Yeah,
the cat. I have a
was.
cat too, but no one likes cats. I don't really bring him up.
Oh, is your cat hiding away right now?
Yeah, he's somewhere in here. He does. I don't know. My cat doesn't really like me, but I like him.
Yeah, I like cats too. But whenever I'm at a friend's house and they have a cat out, the cat always hides, so I never get a chance to interact with it.
Yeah, my cat's the one that literally will like jump at you. So
tries to
no
scare
one
you
likes
away.
my cat. Yeah.
That's cool though. You know, defender's instinct. I like that. Protective.
Yeah, he was an accident. Like I didn't mean to have a cat.
Oh, did you find him astray?
I did. My ex-boyfriend found him, and I was like, I wanted to bring him to a shelter because I didn't think like where I was, like it was a good time to have a cat. And he was like, no, I promise it's my cat, but it'll be our cat. Like we'll never break up. Man broke up with me and left me with the cat. So
hey, the cat. I'm sure the cat doesn't mind at all.
No, I still love him.
That's cool. You're out in Hilton Head. You're out, not Hilton Head. You're out in Myrtle Beach.
Not far. Yeah, I'm not far.
Yeah, that's not far. Last time I was in South Carolina, I was at Hilton Head, so it's just on the brain.
Okay, so it's kind of like slow, like not slow, but like relaxing over there. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
What did you do over there?
Oh, I was there last Christmas. It was a family getaway. It was cool.
Yeah, usually people go there for like Thanksgiving, Christmas, holidays.
Yeah, holidays. Because I'm in Nashville, and everyone where I live, like spring break, even like Christmas time, they're either at 30A, like Rosemary Beach area in Florida, or they're at Hilton Head. So whenever I go there, I meet tons of people from Nashville.
How is Nashville? I've never been.
It's crazy. I mean, this time of year, like winter time, is a good time to come if you're not afraid of the cold. Because during the summer, it's just bachelorette parties everywhere.
Yeah, I'm from New Jersey.
Oh yeah, so you're used to the cold. You put on the boots to go to school ever?
My family's from Minnesota originally, so it's even colder. But I was like young when we used to go there and all. And New Jersey was colder. I mean, South Carolina, everyone thinks like it's pretty tropical over here. It's pretty cold majority of the time. I mean, you've been over
Yeah.
here even in like Christmas time.
Yeah, if you're on the beach, it still can be a little chilly, but it's nice. It's warmer than down here, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. What is it over there by you?
Oh, like down here, like nights are getting into like the 40s, low 30s if we're unlucky. So it's getting kind of cold.
Okay. So what do you do over there? I mean, it's like
Over here,
are you in the city?
yeah, I'm pretty close. So I get up there all the time.
So do you work in the city or what do you do?
I work in the city. I'm a CS student, but I have another job, and I work for a music company here.
Oh, okay. What do you do with the
Yeah.
music?
So the company I work for, they help artists with their finances, and I work on that end. But it's cool getting to connect with a bunch of artists who do like country, hip hop, all that stuff. What kind of music do you like?
Me, I'm like everything. So I never liked country music. I was from Jersey, and then I came down to Myrtle Beach, and that's all we listen to over here. Like every time you want to go see live music, besides like emo night, one night of the week, but not really into that. But
yeah.
So I'm kind of like an everything kind of person who has whatever's on the radio. I kind of know the lyrics to everything without being a super fan of anything. So I just kind of vibe with everything.
Yeah, I respect that. I mean, down here, everywhere, like even in the city, you'll see like tons of singer-songwriters just out like playing their music. So people get tired of it after a while if you live here.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach is just so small. So I mean, like there's like a couple places to see live music, and the band plays 6 days a week, and it's only off on Sundays. It's the same people. Like they don't change.
Oh wow, they just keep playing the same people?
Yeah, I know all of them. Like I know every
yeah, if you go
song
once or
like
twice.
in order. You know, like sometimes when you have a DJ, the same DJ plays the same track every time. Sorry, my
yeah,
dog's,
you
like,
can predict it.
so,
Yeah.
Yeah, so like when I was bartending, this DJ would every time I knew the next song like in order when the mix would change. I'm like, it's the same thing.
What do you wish you would play instead of the same stuff over and over?
I don't know, like maybe I switch up the order at least. I like
Yeah.
the songs, but like change it up because it's bad where I'm like singing one song and I just know the switch right away.
Yeah,
Change it up a
exactly.
little bit.
Next time I go to Hilton Head, I'm gonna take some walks on the beach. I'm a beach kind of guy. Do you go to the beach a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I live not right now. I'm on a golf course right now, but I usually live on the beach. Like at home, I did. Here, like I'm close to the beach. I'm around like 5 miles, so I'm not very far.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Are you a golf girl too? You play golf a lot?
Mini golf, soft golf.
Hey, yeah. It's a fun place to go with friends.
All right. What did you think, Deanna? Would you go on a second date with this fine gentleman?
I love talking to him, but I feel like it was more friend vibes. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, I got that vibe too. What do you think, Eden? Minka?
Minka, go first. Yeah.
I don't really have much to say. It was just like I saw more friend zone because he wasn't really you made her feel safe. And this is the part I hate it because it's like I know that a lot of guys are like this. They try to make the girl feel as safe as possible and they're not pushing any boundaries because society's pretty much told them like, I'm a woman, I need to be safe. So kind of I know where it comes from and I hate that. But it's you didn't really push any boundaries to change that energy of just a friend.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to chip away at it. Like just all right, go ahead, Eden.
Yeah, no, I think that Minka's right with that. It felt very platonic. I think that you guys did have a good conversation going. At one point, though, you do have to stop and you have to zoom in on a topic that you think you have enough information about and then make it a little bit more fun or whatever. You know, next time I'm in that area during Christmas, whatever, maybe I'll swing by. Like, what do you recommend we do? Like, again, like that's an easy cop out to make it a little bit less platonic, but it's great and it's safe and it works in the moment and then feel her out and then follow the conversation, you know? It was very surface level. You know, I think that sometimes like you said, pushing boundaries, like at some point you do need to try that. And you can always reel it in. You can always take it back. You can always, you know, if you're good with that. And I think that you are, right? I did think that there was potential. I loved, and this is something silly and maybe small and micro, but it was impactful for me when I was listening, was when you laughed at certain points and allowed it to kind of go silent after the laugh. I think it was like a really human moment. You really embraced the moment. It seemed like you were confident almost. And I thought that was really nice and sweet. Most guys will take something that some girl says and then just wait and figure out, okay, what's the next thing I say, you know, and they don't like actually show emotion. So I think that that was really impactful at certain points.
All right.
Yeah, and I just want to highlight that. But
Thanks.
I
yeah.
feel like it'd be like the friendship that would maybe turn into it when someone like breaks the ice. Like that's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah, I think you did a lot better during the speed date competition. You kind of have more of that sexual vibe. Yeah, like, you know, you didn't say anything weird or mess up, but it was just like kind of too platonic. You didn't have like that strong man to woman vibe. So that's kind of my feedback. But yeah, cool. Awesome. Thank you, Niles. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks, Alex.
All right, take care. All right, let's do one last guy. He's been waiting for a while, and then we will wrap up. We'll do a quick lightning round. We'll do 3 minutes this time. Yo. What's up?
How are you?
You guys know each other?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, he's not going on a date with me, but you girls.
No, I want to go with Minka.
All right. How do you guys know each other?
I know. I'm curious now.
We'll tell you after.
All right. Well, I'll take me and Deanna off. And
wait, Alex, I can't go on a date with you, can I?
I'm taking.
No, I'm just kidding. All right. Hey, Minka, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm better now because I'm talking to you. I just want to say I think you're like really, really beautiful, and I like your fit, but I can't see that like that much. So I was wondering if you could give me like a little outfit of the day, kind of thing.
Yeah, I can.
Beautiful.
I'll oblige.
I'll do it too. Don't worry. Nice. You got any tattoos or no?
I do. A couple.
Oh, like the tramp stamps or like the.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
So where do you have them?
I have them like on my wrist.
Nice. What does it say?
I have like the Eye of Ra, an infinity, and a name.
Do they mean anything, or you just got them because like you like them?
No, they all mean something. So like I'm really into Egyptian symbolism and like history and like the Greek mythology, and then so that's the Eye of Ra, and then the double infinity is like something that I got with a best friend up in Big Bear when she was going through like a hard time. It was like a best friend matching tattoo.
Oh, that's nice. I have a matching tattoo with Ian. But
do you really? No, you're lying.
Yeah.
Wait,
We'll show you after, probably.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's okay. I always feel lame saying that.
Why? Magic tattoos are sick. I got one with my ex, but like I had a backup plan, like so it's still on my body, but it means something else. But she got screwed over because she got one on her hand and she had to cover it up, and you could still see it, but like it is what it is. If you don't mind me asking, how many relationships have you been in, like with guys, girls, or like?
No, just guys. I don't swing the other way.
Okay.
Probably like 5 or 6.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So like, what happened with them? Like, what was the bad things that they did so I don't do that?
I think it became like complacency.
Oh, like what do you mean? Like they just like took you like to dates in the beginning, and then after they just like, oh, I have her already. Might as well just keep going.
Because I hate to say it, but like I'm Hispanic, so it's like an intuitive nature. I want to cook, I want to clean, I want to make you feel good. And then
can you marry me right now? Damn.
When it's not reciprocated, or when it's not like I don't feel protected, I don't feel like especially like respected in the sense of like, oh, cooking doesn't mean anything, cleaning doesn't mean anything, none of those things are valuable, and you're telling me that, then it's just
I'm Middle Eastern.
You're breaking my heart.
That shit means a lot to me. We're more old fashioned, so it means a lot. Not a lot of girls like will do that stuff anymore or talk about doing it. They're like, oh yeah, like I'm an independent woman, like we do our own stuff, we can go shopping, we can go out to dinner all the time. I kind of like it more if it's like once in a while we go out for dinner, and then like the other times like at home, make it like more of a fun vibe that way.
Well, it especially like in a committed relationship, because I don't see it as like one person providing. It's like, okay, we want the unit to be good. So it costs a lot, especially the economy. It costs a lot to go out. I'm in LA. It costs a lot to go out to eat every single day. So even in the past, like I've made breakfast, lunch, and dinner meal plans and all of that stuff. But it's
nice.
Yeah, like I learned that like eggs don't last too long after you cook them. So
yeah.
But,
what's your like ideal first date, would you say? Like this doesn't count, but like in general.
Ideal first date? I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably just the amount of effort of like, it doesn't have to be something big, but if the guy's like interested in me.
Yeah, but like, I mean, where would you want to go, or like, what would you want to do? Like, go out for a coffee, or more like a dinner, drinks type of thing, or like?
Honestly, my ideal first date would be like the fair.
Oh, okay. That's nice. What kind of fair though? Like just in general, like a regular fair, like just people around, whatever. But like, doesn't it get too loud? So how would we get to like talking about each
No,
other?
it's not too loud. So like we have like the LA County and the Orange County Fair, and like while there's some sections that are like super loud, most of it's not. So you're like waiting in line for popcorn, you're waiting in line for rides, you're waiting in line for the petting of the animals. They have like there's just like a lot more fun things to do. And to me, like that's my ideal like first date. I like dinner, but I feel like it gets kind of like you get full and then you get tired, and then it's like we don't know if the vibe is there or not. Whereas a fair, like, you have more, it's more lightweight. It's less serious.
Yeah, it's more fun that way too. We get to like do stuff as well, like activities and like, you know, eat, drink a little bit so we don't get really full. But yeah, it sounds good. Like if we were to have our second date or whatever, and I was to be in your area, would you like let me take you out to the fair?
Yeah.
Or
I would.
Sweet.
Absolutely.
Sweet. All right, Alex, we can end this shit now. Like
good timing. I was actually just about to come in. All right,
wait,
so
can I show them my outfit of the day too? Because like it's only
Yes.
like, it's very comfy though.
Yay.
Alex, don't look
the
at
gray sweater.
Yeah, don't look at my little bulge. You can't see that much, but yeah.
It's exactly what I was planning on looking at. All right.
Thanks, bro.
Minka, same question as always. Would you go on a second date with Dan?
Yeah, I mean, especially since he already asked me.
All
that
right,
was
cool.
like he just like put the nail in the coffin. I don't know if you use it that way.
All right,
yeah.
Now, I want to hear the how you guys know each other. I'm guessing student.
Exposed.
Yeah, say it.
Student or ex? One of those.
Dun, 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 dun. This is my younger brother.
Shut up.
Really?
Yeah.
I would not have guessed.
He was actually.
If I put a wig on, we look the same.
He was on a podcast with me, actually. So if you want to see him with blonde hair, you can check my YouTube channel out because he was on there talking. And Minka, he is a really great guy.
Well, that explains why you guys didn't want to go on a date with each other. That makes sense.
Oh my!
We're white, but not rednecks. Like we don't do that shit.
Yeah, I was a little confused. You know, actually, now I sort of see the resemblance. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I have this and she doesn't. I have abs and she doesn't. So.
Yeah, and you mentioned you were Middle Eastern too. Okay, so like all the pieces are fitting. Wow. Okay, this is a very nice plot twist.
Surprise! I didn't know he was gonna be on here. By the way, guys, that's why I was shocked when I saw him. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Who's the older one? Who's the younger one?
I'm the older one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's my
I'm
younger.
the smarter one, but yeah.
Okay. Anyways, you can grill my brother, but we have thick skin, so fair game.
Oh no, that's the extent of my questioning. What do you think, Deanna?
Oh, you're muted, babe.
You're muted.
Yeah, I date Dan. I think you're pretty cool. Eden, is that okay? I know you're my girl
Absolutely. No, you guys are sweet. I allow whatever by all means.
I need
Eden,
ask for her approval.
Do you hook up your brother with your hot friends?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't.
Oh.
He's like, he's like, no.
Here's the thing. My brother and I are super close. And my friends oftentimes see him with us when we go out and things like that, believe it or not. So it's like a weird vibe in that sense, but he doesn't need my help. This guy, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. This date was like on his softer side. Like I've seen him pull like crazy on his own. He's got game. I think he was a little nervous because he knew I was watching. Yeah. But yeah, he's a natural.
I would agree with that assessment. Yeah. I thought it was pretty solid.
Okay.
Thanks. Man. Thanks.
I didn't see anything that I could like criticize. Yeah, I thought it was solid. I was the whole time I was thinking, how the fuck do they know each other? But okay, brother and sister. Right.
I don't think anyone saw that coming.
Yeah, matching pearl necklaces, Deanna.
You are.
Mine's cooler though. Mine's from Costco.
My Alex is pulling everyone right now. What is
he is.
Yeah, I would say if I had to pick the person who did the best tonight, I would either give it to your brother or to Duke. It would be a toss-up. It was so different that I can't decide between.
Duke can suck it. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He wins tonight.
Yes.
Well, you just feel special because you get to go to the fair. I mean, like that's
no, it's you know me by now. I say the truth. It's Duke has a lot of he does it with like he's good for like a one night stand with a lot of sexual energy, making you laugh, giggle all the time, making you feel special and safe.
But
this
can
was
you last long or no?
But Dan, you were a lot more like insightful and like getting to know what a woman wants, and that's why I'm saying like you take the trophy because of that fact. And like you still keeping that sexual tension, keeping that flirtation. That's why I think it's the difference is you're trying to get to know the female and her wants and needs. And that's like the real like key.
All right, this is going to be a very interesting love triangle. Minka, Dan, and Duke. It's a good love triangle.
What?
Dan, you mean Dan?
Dan, yeah, Dan. That's what I said. Oh.
Yeah, you said Duke.
Yeah, Duke, Dan, and Minka. Yeah, the love triangle.
Wait, but what about Deanna? She's not joining? That would kind of be more fair. 2 girls, 2 guys.
If she wants to, feel free.
Like,
you do you. All right, cool, awesome. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate you.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care. Have a good night. Oh, that was cute. Your little brother has a pretty good game. I will give him that. How old is he?
23.
No, he's a youngin. I had a dog shit game when I was 23. Well, I was so by then.
And just so you know, my brother, and maybe he doesn't want me to say this, but I mean, he said it on my podcast. He actually,
has a huge dick.
I don't know, and I don't want to know. Thank you so much. But it's more so like he struggled actually, feeling confident being able to talk to girls. He struggled. He was a late bloomer. He lost his virginity a lot later than all of his friends and all of that stuff. And he actually would come to me and be like, I don't know why, I just get nervous around girls, whatever. And finally he stepped into himself, and he's been a natural ever since. It's always the late bloomers. And I think those ones give up hope really early on, but like usually the late bloomers are the ones that end up doing so well down the line. It's right time for them. They honor they respect themselves, and I think that that's important. And it was a struggle for him, but he learned. So for anyone that's watching that's young that might feel intimidated, like I just want you to know that it took him practice. It took him getting uncomfortable to be comfortable. And I think that, it's easier said than done 100%, but you just have to do it. And he was so sick and tired of being in that stagnant place that he's like, fuck it. What do I have to lose? Like, what's the worst thing? I don't lose anything if I talk to a girl and she rejects me because I never had her. Right. So I think just having that mentality is important.
I love that you're speaking on that aspect because there's a lot of guys in this area that like that's like the majority of people that I've encountered that are watching and like not even in the chat. They're just terrified. And it's really hard to like see someone like that and imagine that they've had a hard time before.
Exactly. Because they're so confident, like it doesn't seem like they've ever had an issue in their life, but those are the ones that had to probably work the hardest to get to where they're at, to be that confident. It's consistency and it's discipline. Guys, if you don't have consistency or discipline in your life, you won't get anywhere. Not with girls, not with career, not with nothing. That's all it is. So that's my final end note.
All right. Words of wisdom. All right, cool. So what did you all think about, well, Eden, you've done this a bazillion times. Deanna, Minka, how do you enjoy your first speed dating experience?
I definitely wasn't expecting it, but I had fun.
Good.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really insightful. I had no idea that it was like, I really like that you guys touch on like the constructive criticism and the things that the guys can improve on, because then it's everybody else can keep watching that and practice that and implement that too.
Yeah. The only downside, I guess, Minka, is you didn't get to ask people their penis size today. That was a little bit of a bummer, right? But
listen, man, I did that for insight for the chat to get a rise. Okay, relax.
She did it for the chat. Minka's a woman.
I love the chat. I do. I love every chat. Every chat I like salute it because it's you guys make up the channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the chat definitely has its plus and minuses. All right, cool. So anything you guys want to plug? So let's just go in order. So Minka, you have a podcast, right?
Yeah, I have a podcast called Better Biatches. We're going to have something, I have lined up a panel of gentlemen for this week, just kind of a little bit of political side, I guess, within the manosphere, but the majority of what I talk about is what the men are talking about, struggles that they're having, but also let me rephrase this. My whole plan on Better Biatches is to create better biatches because we have too many women saying, I don't need a man, I don't want to cook, I don't want to bring anything. So I'm trying to better communicate what the men are trying to say so that the women can understand and vice versa.
It's a good cause. I'm just a little offended I wasn't invited to this panel.
It's not concerning you yet, but I will definitely invite you to something that's more of your tier. I don't think you'd even want to be a part of this. Trust me.
I want to go on a massive Trump monologue. All right, Eden, let's talk about your. You have a channel. You're doing. You're kind of on your own. Bird has flown the coop, so as to speak. So go ahead.
Exactly. So some of the people that were on the live speed dating today, the videos they were talking about were from a channel called You're Blocked, which we were really successful with on TikTok and things like that. We went viral multiple times. Yeah, we did really well with that. And we went our separate ways. So now I started my own brand and I got my certification as a dating coach and sex coach. So I've been doing that a little bit more seriously and on my own. And my brand is called e-rodicthebrand.com. I have a YouTube channel and a podcast. You can follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. And that is the end of my shameless plug. Thank you guys for putting up with me. I appreciate it. Even the mean comments. I love you guys. And
I feel like you're you know how when you first came out, I said like you guys are so much like Call Her Daddy. I feel like you're kind of following in that footstep too, because they kind of went their own way as well. So
we didn't say that. Like we kept getting compared for the longest time to Call Her Daddy, but we were doing like at the time that those two girls were together, we did a totally different narrative. But we were constantly compared because we were two girls on the mic talking about sex, right? So people made that assumption. But I guess now it kind of seems like it with the drama. So
cool. Deanna, anything you want to plug or promote?
I just got Instagram. It's my first name and with an extra A.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Appreciate y'all. Thanks everyone for tuning in. So for the chat tomorrow, we got the group podcast. We're gonna have Not So Erudites, Kyla's boyfriend come on, or I mean her husband, I guess. That's gonna be interesting. So you can debate any one of us. Then Tuesday, I'm doing the group podcast with David Bond and Squad and Casanova. Wednesday, I'm debating a big time feminist. I don't know. I think, what do you call her? Like YouTuber or TikTok or whatever. Her name is Lav. That should be interesting. Thursday, I think I'm going to be hosting a debate between Allende and Destiny. So that should be fun as well. So a lot of good shit ahead. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Appreciate y'all and have a good night.